We're live.
Live?
Live
Wow.
action.
Awesome. How am I doing so far?
You're doing well, Jimmy.
I think I'm doing quite well myself. Yeah. Gentlemen, come on through. So just be careful, watch your step.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what, everything changes all the time. So nice quiet day here. Monday, Veterans Day. So we actually just got, this is going back 10, almost 11 years. This chassis right here, that's the 1964 Oldsmobile Jetstar 1. There's the body over there on that high cart. So this is a charity vehicle we've been working on for Folds of Honor. So all the proceeds from when this is auctioned or sold will go to Folds of Honor. So it helps all the American military men and women that were either like severely wounded or not coming home at all to help benefit their families. So this car just came back from the paint shop where they've been doing the initial body work. We have the chassis here, which is coming apart. It's going to get all finish welded, powder coated. Transmission's a 4L60E with a special bell housing adapter to the 394 Olds. We ran all the exhaust. Actually goes out the side of the lower rocker panels. And we use the Oldsmobile Jetstar taillight lenses. I'm sorry, not the lenses, the bezels. Mount them in the side so it matches the back of the car. But that's actually our screened exhaust. Kind of has like a NASCAR feel to it. It looks cool. I like it. Oh yeah, there's a rendering right there. Chip Foose did. So that's, yeah, I forgot that was even there. Moving on. Guys have any questions, just shout them out. Or not. No, I'm sorry, Rob. We took a vote earlier. You're not allowed to ask any questions. This chassis right here, it's a Roadster Shop chassis. 1967 Ford F100. It's all four-corner coils. It's a 464 that's 521 inch to a C6 and a gear vendor. So very much a pro touring type truck. So that's where I was just coming from right now. I was over at the paint shop inspecting it. It's getting painted all this. That new Porsche, they call it chalk. So it's this really cool gray color. We're going to do all black interior and such. Something else you're going to like too, we built the headers in-house. And of course, that side was the unique side to get it around the steering and such. So all the exhaust runs on the outside of the car, and we use a series of the MagnaFlow V-band clamps. And then we use bellows because we actually, behind the headers, we typically hard mount our entire exhaust system. All the vibration is consumed in the bellows. And then two, it's like, on the coupes, not so much roadsters or anything that's an open top. Trucks, we've had a lot of experience with the drone inside the cab. You get that harmonic, it's the cam profile, it's the compression, all that kind of stuff. And you'll get to a certain RPM going down the road and it just kills your head, So working alongside MagnaFlow and Rich Wadis, they developed this whole system. So your exhaust actually travels, through the tubing and such. But then there's a split inside here, and it deadheads into one of these accumulator little canisters. So you play with the volume of that because every motor is different. But by changing the length of it, so we always mount them in areas where we can, actually change the volume. So what that does is it doesn't impede the flow of the exhaust out your exhaust tips or whatever, but it creates a compression. So whatever that pulse wave is coming down the exhaust, you figure out that volume and you match it and you send that pulse wave back up towards the motor. It doesn't impede the flow, but it's noise cancellation. What is noise or sound? Vibration. So we've had a lot. This has saved us. And this is relatively new that, MagnaFlow's come out with this. So, yeah, we've had quite a few cars that we were chasing forever, trying mufflers in different locations. And beautiful vehicle, but it's damn near undrivable just due to the fact the sound is just killing you. So this is all ready for to come apart, final welding, powder coat, paint, polish, all that fun stuff. Questions? I don't think so. I think I answered that so well. No questions. So we're still working on the 37 Ford truck here. So it's a 37 Ford. Well, the chassis, the cab, the doors. However, from the cowl forward, this is all 36 Ford. Pretty much. We started out with 36, majority of it, fenders, headlights, grill. Took the 36 hood, which is a butterfly type hood. We made it open conventionally. Got the 37 truck cowl and used 37 car, roadster, sedan hinges so it opens conventionally. You know what? Let me go grab a prop. So it has a stack injected 302 Ford. It has an AOD trans behind it. It's a stock chassis. We actually cut the rails in the rear, narrowed it slightly. 4-bar, stagger length 4-bar. Halibran quick change. Chassis boxed. Mustang Type 2 front end. So yeah, 37 cab doors, 36 front fenders, nose, 38 running boards and rear fenders. Then we opted, a 37 truck bed's pretty narrow. Yeah. They're not real tall. This is a 40 bed, so it's taller. And then it actually worked out quite well. Well, 35 to 40. I think the chassis are the same. So with this bed on the chassis, of course, we played with the height of it. So then the belt lines actually play right into the bed. 38 fenders are super cool. Then we used 36 Ford, the rear tail light pedestals, just cut the footprint to match these fenders. 37 tailgate that's been added to. So we still got the 37 tailgate, but just split it and raised it. So it has the same correct, volume. So you guys know that like a 40 Ford, the front bulkhead actually goes from top of bed rail to top of bed rail, and it's straight across, right? Well, when we put this on here, we noticed that the arc of the belt lines in the cab, there was this huge crash. It looked terrible. So we cut that bulkhead out. We rolled our own tubing to match the arc of the belt lines and simply made our own bulkhead that complements the cab. So it all ties together and it's cohesive. So this is all on air ride as well. Quick change. Oh, I'll go grab that. Actually, I've got, we're working with Thomas Kearney. Does a lot of custom wheels. So these are some sample prints. We're not going to be running these wheels. When this truck first came together, conceptually, Greg Tefankian, he was really in love with these wheels. However, as it's kind of evolved, we're doing our own. It's a 10-port or a 10-window artillery type rim. So we're going to run 18s in the rear, 16s in the front. So that's kind of a neat, if you want to look at that, kind of a neat way if you've ever seen these things before, how it's all digitally printed. It's amazing technology these days, So
what they'll do is 3D print them and then
Well, we're just doing like these are quartered, so I'm actually going to use this, pull the wheels off, and just double check, make sure that all the dimensions and such. There's enough bolt holes there to kind of put it in there and like rotate it and look at it. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with the offsets and all that good stuff. Pretty rad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's the body for the 1964. Hey, Penny. Penny, can I get a bottle of water, please? Thank you. So that's the Oldsmobile Jetstar 1. We're actually working with El Camino College. Patty Fairchild, she runs the program over there. You know, at least here in the States for a long time, we haven't had, you know, auto body classes and mechanics. It kind of went away. So El Camino College, Patty Fairchild, we've got their group over there, and BASF sponsoring the paint and materials. So it's kind of it's a charity, of course, but it allows, you know, people to work on it and learn. And it's, you know, instead of just, you know, painting whatever it might be, I mean, they get the opportunity at the college. Thank you. They get the opportunity at the college to do something that's going to be, you know, seen, you know, at least, you know, countrywide, and it's kind of a neat project to be involved with. And then here we got a gentleman just purchased this 68 Chevelle, fell in love with it online, bought it, and then flew down from Oregon. It's like, this thing doesn't run very well. So we spoke, and he ended up having the car shipped over here, and we got the car here, and yeah, we fired it up, and grenade. It was just a grenade. So we're just doing you know, this is one of his. He had a '68 Camaro before this, and he said as he's working his way up, this is a project he's always wanted to do. So just a real simple deal. We took out that junk 454. This is a Blueprint 502. And I think the dyno sheet, they say it will make a minimum of like 621 horse. And this is making like 630 or something like that. So the concept is just black. He wants everything black on it. Just nice, clean, black. So that's the first stage of this car. It's got a 4L60E in it as well. It was junk, so we sent that over to Westminster Performance Transmission. Joe and Mike Pirano did all that. Paolo built all the exhaust system. This is all MagnaFlow, 2.5 inch, tucked real high, and then it's like discreetly, you know, exits underneath the bumper in the back. So that's actually supposed to come back from MB being high temp ceramic coated, I think today. I think I'm doing great. I mean, I haven't heard any applause, but I would venture a guess that that's coming soon. Numb. I like that. I like that. So this Roadster here, 1934 Ford, all steel original. They actually did the restoration of this car in about 2003, 4, something like that, over at Boyd Coddington's shop. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Hildebrandt, you know, the transmission adapters and such. This is Dennis Hildebrandt's car. So he raced this in the 50s and 60s. Dry Lakes, Bonneville, drag raced. So 34 Ford, and then it's got a early 50s, I forget what year the 331 Chrysler is. Hillborn injected mechanical, made it to a LaSalle trans, and then Hillebrand quick changed rear end. So it's a pretty famous car. Got a lot of history. Dennis is a big dude, or he was. He's passed away. But you can see the stock dash has been cut. And then that was kind of the cool trick to do back in the day. So this car is, we're making it street legal. Augie Delgado's been helping us refine that mechanical fuel injection. There's no windshield on this. Actually, yeah. Well, it's like a motorcycle. A welding, grinding shield. Actually, and you know what? I've been driving it around. We're just wearing sunglasses, and it's terrible. Might be it not because of the wind. It's just because of this noise. Because there's so much, just the wind whistle. I'm trying to drive it and shift, but I can't really hear it. Believe it or not, if you had a windshield, you could probably hear better. But it never had one. Well, no, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the idea of it, the charm of it, I guess. Yeah, it's got all early brakes on it. But it's been problematic, driving it on the streets, so we're putting an MSD distributor in it. We go over to see John at C&J today. Where'd Pablo go? Got a 68 Camaro here. Andrew Topolsky, this is his. He bought this a couple of years ago, fell in love with it. Met up with a friend of his, and they put together a program, did all the body and paint, and then decided maybe you should do, the foundation. So it's kind of a little bit backwards, but it's a bitchin' car. It's all Ride Tech suspension, 4-bar on coilovers, and then we took the little small block out of it. And this is a 427 small block from Blueprint, another Blueprint motor, and then we just dressed it cosmetically and make it have like a factory feel to it. Did a dual snorkel air cleaner on it with the 427 badge. And then it's got a Tremec TKX 5-speed in it, 9-inch Ford. Split it, mini tubbed it, narrowed the back seat. So it's all done underneath. Alan Budnick is coming out with a brand new design that we've been working on. And we're doing a kind of a Halabrand-esque wheel, but it's going to be all shot peened. We're playing with a couple different finishes. It's going to be rad. So has more of that 1960s, track car feel and look to it. So you can see, like, these are the old wheels he had on it that he liked at first. Now he hates. So, but we're using them for rollers right now. So you can see just how far under. We're going to a 305 tire in the rear. And this is also an all MagnaFlow exhaust car. Again, tucked real high and tight, V-band clamped. Nice and clean. Real nice and clean. Over here on the carpet, we got 2 trucks in process getting assembled. Uncle Don McKeon, this is his 1955 Ford F100. It's been here for a little over a year. Stock chassis, it's been step boxed. It's all Scott's hot rod. It's all their suspension components, the rear 4-bar, the coilovers, Alden. They make a real nice product. Scott's does a really nice job. So this is a 347 Stroker 302. It too is a Blueprint motor. So we've had some fun. Actually, Tom Leaves Ranchero just left on Saturday. But painted the early Ford ruddy red. Johnny Harpoon striped, the Power by Ford. The body's going on this week. It's over at Cypress Auto Body, Tom Rodriguez. It's kind of an OD green. And then the whole floor and the bed was actually done as an American flag. So instead of, typically there's 7 boards in these trucks. This is 13. So we got 13. So we got, stars and bars. Even CNC cut out the flag. Actually, I'll go grab it. I know where it's at. Give me one. So this is this corner. So from the driver's side, it's American flag facing forward. This is all ash. So it's been CNC cut out each individual star and then pressed fit in. Pretty impressive. So this is Bedwood Company, Jeff Major, and they're in Tennessee. Or is it Kentucky? Bedwood? I forget. Tennessee or Kentucky? Kentucky, where the fried chicken comes from. But yeah, it's going to be really neat. The truck was, I think it was bought by the Navy, wasn't it? Army. So yeah, the dash has been stenciled since the 1950s, and it's kind of patinaed, but it's perfect. Oh, I showed you the pictures. I went. Yeah, we're looking at it. It's like, oh, should we just clear over this? And then everybody got kind of nervous. It's like, oh, what? Okay. So we got nervous, like maybe the paint might lift it and damage it, and so instead, talking with Tom, decided like just polish the whole thing out. Oh my God, it looks so rad. And the favorite part of the story is tell them what it says.
It says, it's stenciled, and it says this unit costs $1,025.08. Don't abuse it.
It's super. It's really bitching. So we preserved the dash, but everything else got. Oh, it's gorgeous. The job they did over there is like, I'm really, really happy. Oh, you can see this too is another complete MagnaFlow job that we've done. So we cross it in the center, so that really helps. Don wanted the exhaust to come out the side, so it just barely comes under the fender. But again, there's that no drone technology, and it's kind of like the process that we've established and really like, using the bellows to isolate all of it. It works really well. So this is coming. We're actually going to debut this at the Grand National Roadster Show here end of January. Canada. BC. Well, at least this time he didn't set off, the alarms coming through the door, the metal detectors. Yeah, don't distract everybody, Trevor. I'm kidding. So yeah, that's the 55 F100. This has been a long-term project, the 56 F100 with the Hilborn injected Chrysler Hemi. It's over at Scott Banowski's Hot Rods and Hobbies. He's done all the body work and paint. It's amazing. It's all black. I mean, it's insane. It's just rad. So we just got this chassis was done over at Pacific Coast Powder Coating, Kevin Garcia. So it just got back, and we're just laying everything out. We just got our exhaust, all that back from MB as well, being ceramic coated. So this is going together as well. So I don't know if we'll have this one done. Chances are we won't have it done in time for Grand National this year. We'll probably debut it at the America's Most Beautiful Truck Show. We're kind of shooting for that. So September, October. It's end of September. It's the same weekend as like Outriders Picnic. Still no questions. I love this. Craig, shut up. Jesus. My God, man. So that's kind of nice. That's good. That's cool. We got a number of other vehicles out. Paint shops, like our 67 GTO. It's over at Canberra's shop. Hitoshi's doing all the body work. And we're kind of picking out the exact color of that car now. And then we're actually doing, the GTO actually has like the veneer, like burl walnut, but then it's plastic. And then there's like the center console part of it. It looks like burl walnut. It's a sticker. We've decided we don't like that. So we're working with a gentleman over here. The guy that helped me do, well, you remember the 59 Pontiac and all that. Yeah, I did all that that veneer back there. So we're actually doing a burl veneer walnut on the dash and on the center console. That's going to be real. And we're matching the steering wheel to it. Which is funny. Basically, all these wheels that came, from Pontiac and GM, they're made by Grant. So it's weird because like it's all the chrome inside the car, but then the steering wheels were brushed. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like, yuck. Why is that brushed? Matches nothing. So we drilled out all the rivets, and so the actual steering wheel is stainless steel. The hoop is chromed steel. So I had my polisher polish it to get rid of all of that. So now it makes sense. And then we're using a series of like little acorn nuts and button head Allens that are all polished. So it gets all bolted back together. And then we're going to match this varnish because it's really kind of flat and thin, doesn't have a whole lot of depth. So we're working with shooting some different clears on it. And we're going to do it not a honey color. We're going to go with like a maple syrup. So it's a bit darker and richer. So that's just, details are everything. So this is Adam DiTilio's car. So yeah, we talk all the time. Middle of the night, I got an idea. Ooh, what? So I think that looks good. It makes sense. Craig, don't touch this. Oh. Up here on the lift, 64 Fairlane. It's a Thunderbolt clone. So 427 4-speed car, originally built by Randy Ritchie out of Performance Associates. So this is owned by Greg Acosta. It's here. Somebody had tried to put dual 4-barrel, like, was it Phytech? Fast EFI on it. Didn't work. So I actually just, I got the original carburetors, which I just got them back on Friday. This is done by, I had John at C&J Engineering up in Santa Fe Springs go through and make the carburetors look as original as possible. But not, I like the Dykem, or not Dykem, I forget what that process is called to make it the gold. So it has that factory look to it. But it's a little bit late model with these. These are later fasteners. Early stuff would have been a slotted screw. But that's picking fly shit out of pepper. It looks fine. So we're doing that. We're doing an exhaust system on it. Greg really wants to have cutouts. So if anybody remembers that 52 Buick we did, big block powered, it was the two-tone green, kind of looked like the Hero Hada Merc. Yeah. How we had two exhaust systems, so you could hit your butterflies and open it up, but then it would actually connect back by the rear end. So the exact same exit point. We didn't have, separate exits. And Gary loves it. So I showed that to Mr. Acosta, and he's like, oh, damn, that's what I want. So that's what we're doing now.
Which cutouts do you use?
There's a couple different ones. These are the butterflies. They make the blade style. They're kind of like, it's the same ones we put on Gary's Buick, but I don't know. I just ordered them on Friday, and I forget the name. So that's all going to be done in black. It's going to exit out the back. Good stuff. Oh, this will be street car. Yeah, he can run it down the drag strip too, but we're going to make it fun and, very streetable.
Magnaflow doing like a range in black, or are you having it coated up?
Oh no, we build all of ours, or we take Magnaflow. You know, they make the different kits for the different vehicles and stuff. But we typically find that for our purposes, our chassis, that we have to modify them, you know, to suit our needs. So it's usually easier for us to build them just like this system here, and then coat it when we're done. So that's like this chassis right here. That's the next process. Like I say, it's all coming apart to get welded, coated, reassembled, and we'll have it in time to put the body on it. It's really fun. When you get to this stage, it's like everybody gets excited when they start seeing color on their car, on their chassis, because it goes from looking like this to like that, and that's like, it's such a huge jump, you know? Right, Trevor?
All right.
Yeah, see, he's from Canada. He knows to say yes. Just agree. Here's a reliable disappointment right there. I'm kidding, Trevor. Sure. So that's what we got. So I hope you enjoyed that. What's that? Hey, I have a round of applause. Woo! No applause, no applause. Just throw money. No, seriously, throw money. Gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that.